Diane in Denmark here, rah rah rah. I hope you're ready to get cozy with me today. I'm here in Copenhagen, Denmark, the home of hygge, all the candles, and no Christmas video would be complete without a candle. I've got a new one to show you today, but more on that on a wee minute. First up, I'm going to give you the Flylady missions for this week. The Flylady missions, it's just an easy way to do your Christmas prep, Thanksgiving prep, whatever you're planning for. If you haven't already done it, I would suggest that you go and take a look at the Flylady's Holiday Control Journal. It's free, you can print it off, or you can just use it as an idea. It's like a framework for your planning this year. And I'm going to give you the 5 missions for this week. There are kind of 5 missions every week, so we're just kind of planning things in baby steps. And if you want the individual missions, I've made a YouTube video for each one of them. I made them about 2 or 3 years ago. They're all in my Christmas playlist. If you click here somewhere, my whole Christmas playlist will pop up. And on that Christmas playlist, yeah, you've got the Flylady missions. You can see me visiting Tivoli Gardens here in Denmark at Christmas. I've got recipes of edible gifts that you can make, of easy Christmas crafts that you can do. So they're all on the playlist there. But I'm going to tell you what I've been up to this week in Copenhagen. But first of all, let's talk about the missions. And I'm going to start with number 11, which is clean and fling. And that ties in with the Flylady's on a Monday doing your weekly upkeep clean, your power hour, whatever you want to call it. And this week, when you're doing your cleaning in your main areas of the house, just think about, have you got things piled up on top of the piano? Have you got newspapers on all the surfaces? Have you got boxes at the door and you can't kind of get in and out of the front door? Let it just be a wee kind of nudge to you to say, you know what, we're hopefully going to be decorating here soon. Let's stop procrastinating on all those kind of piles. Let's deal with them and get them out of there. Number 12, mission number 12 fits in with Plan and Play Day, the daily focus of Plan and Play. Last week we were talking about, are you traveling? Have you got guests coming? Are you doing things differently this year? This week we're going to think about our menus. What do you want to eat for breakfast, dinner, lunch? Let's start thinking about that, because once you've identified what you want to eat, then we can start adding it to our grocery list and start buying the things that we need. And right now, we can get the non-perishable stuff. So think about that. What are you wanting to eat this year? Get your menus written down, or at least make a start on it. And you may want to grab yourself a nice cup of coffee or something while you do that. I've had a cup of tea today. Mission number 13. Internet orders. Now, hopefully you're also shopping locally, but if you're ordering stuff on the internet, don't leave it to the last minute. Been there, done that, because you think, oh, I've got loads of time, and then you've maybe put something in the basket, but you don't kind of move forward on it. And then before you know it, the event is here and you need that thing right here, right now, and you're having to pay extra costs for shipping. So think about your internet orders, or buy locally. Mission number 14, your errand is connected to the Flylady's errand day. Can you add some things to your errand day list? As I said just before, non-perishable items for your Christmas or Thanksgiving meals or whatever the event is. I have recently picked up extra baking paper so that when the time comes for us to make Danish biscuits and cookies, I'm not, running out and having to get to the shops to get that. One of the other things that I also stock up on at this time of year is the family's medications. I can do that in advance, and normally what I do is I buy enough to last us through to January, so that I'm not having to go out, when the weather gets worse. You may be under lockdown restrictions, you may get ill yourself. So let's think of all these things that we can do in advance. Also for Tweet and Sparky, our lovebirds, I'm going to check how much we have of pet supplies for them. Because those kind of things that they sit on the shelf for months, so I can get them now and not kind of leave them till December when I've got other things on my mind. So have a think about that. And the last Flylady mission for the week is budget. And don't all run the other way. We've got to face up to the cost of these things. And as I always say, let's see where we can kind of take the take the expense out of it. Maybe we can stop kind of just that kind of mindless exchange of gifts that we've always done. Talk to the family, you know, token gift exchange. Maybe you can make an edible gift and give that. So let's look at ways where we can actually reduce the cost with this, and keep a track of your numbers, okay? And don't and that's why I always say, shop what you've already got in your house. Go through Christmas decorations, so you're not kind of buying more of stuff that you already have. Anyway, let me tell you what I've been up to this week. Starting with the candle. And as I said to you before, the Danes, they love countdown calendars at this time of year. You've all seen the countdown ones. We also have, that's another thing that I picked up, were these countdown scratch cards for the month of December. And you can see here, and it's funny because it's not something we ever, these scratch card things, not something we ever buy, but at Christmas it's just one of those things that, it's just one of the things that we like to have. And you can see here there's like a door that you can scratch every day, and one's for one's for Advent. And maybe you've got something that really just means that it's Christmas for you. I've talked about before that my mum in Edinburgh, she gets the Radio Times, which is like a TV magazine. And I can remember as kids, we never got Radio Times, only at Christmas. And you would sit there, you'd get out the Radio Times, the TV thing, and you'd be marking off all the things that you want to see, because of course in those days you couldn't tape it or record it. There was no kind of streaming stuff or YouTube or stuff like that. And that's just one of the memories I have, of sitting and marking off all the programs. So think about what's kind of special for you. Anyway, I also picked up a candle for myself. Now, do you know what this is? This is a very popular Christmas motif here in Denmark. It is anybody out there? It is rice pudding. Now, the Danes love rice pudding, not just at Christmas, all year round actually. We eat a lot of rice pudding. It's called risengrød, and as we song, risengrød, det gør nisen. I won't subject you to more of the song. I've sung it, I think, in another video. And the Danes eat lots of rice pudding at Christmas, and the Christmas elves come and eat the rice pudding, and everybody's eating the rice pudding. And you can see here it's rice pudding, and then the yellow on the top is like a knob of butter that has melted, and cinnamon and sugar. So that's a wee candle that I'm going to have. You'll see it on my Instagram photos, you know, when I post my shiny sink pictures at night. So that's a little thing that I've picked up. And I don't tend to pick up any other kind of Christmas decorations now. We've got plenty of them, but I thought this was a fun little thing to have this year. And hold on. Are you going to be making Christmas gifts this year? Now, I've said it the last couple of weeks. Are you going to be knitting or crocheting, or maybe doing some cross stitch? Have you got the supplies for that? Maybe this week you can just get yourself, you know, in a kind of cozy spot and start on those. These little mice, if you want to see them, I've got them in another one of my Christmas videos. They were made by one of my old neighbours in Edinburgh, Jean, who's a beautiful knitter. I've actually got 4 of them, and she knitted these wee mice for us and other Christmas stuff for us. And, you know, maybe you can just find some time this week to do a little Christmas craft. And if you need any inspiration on my Christmas playlist, I showed you how to make these very, very simple Christmas trees out of a book. Now, if you were decluttering with me last week and you found some old books, like reference books that are no longer up to date, perhaps you've got a kid's book that the kids have drawn on or have ripped out some of the pages, you can easily make one of these little Christmas craft books, a little Christmas tree. And I'll link the video, but I normally put a little star on the top, or you can make them, you know, plain, or add a wee ribbon. I know you're all very creative out there. So have a wee think about that this week. What was it you can do to kind of get you into the spirit of things, maybe make something? And the other thing that I'm going to work on this week is I want to make another photo book or some kind of photo calendar for my mum in Edinburgh. And I'm going to start looking at that, because again, I don't want to kind of get to the month of December and then I'm kind of trawling through the photos and stuff. So think about what you can do this week, something which is, you know, comforting and cozy, but advantages you with the Christmas planning. And as I said, I think before, we can't travel to Scotland for Christmas. My brother and his family and my mum, they can't come and travel here because of the restrictions, but we can get together in different ways. And my brother and I have been brainstorming how we can do it. And we're thinking about on the 24th of December, which is when we have the main Christmas celebration here in Europe, on the evening of the 24th with a big dinner, and we hold hands and dance and sing around the Christmas tree in Denmark. I was thinking that we can kind of set that up with my brother in Edinburgh, and they can zoom in on us doing that. And then when they have their Christmas lunch on the 21st, we can zoom in and join them for that. So think about ways that you can still connect with people, even if we can't be together physically, we can still get together thanks to the power of the internet. Let me know what you are up to. Do you eat a lot of risengryll or rice pudding where you are? I'm going to get on with my day. So all I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the Danish candle hygge be with you, and I shall see you very soon. Okay, bye for now with a ra ra ra.